Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Juicy Liddy, and today we are going to be talking about my predictions for Pokemon Champions. But before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. It's a free way to support me, and yeah. So going into the video, it's not going to be scripted. I'm not the biggest fan of scripted videos, but I do have some key points that I want to try to cover in this video. So the first thing I have on my little checklist is if I keep looking over here, it's because my monitor is over here. My predictions for the release date. So walk with me. Steven, if you guys don't know who Steven is, he is a Pokemon employee. He is a content creator manager, I do believe. He tweeted out saying, "Hi, I'm looking to keep in mind creators who are interested in news related to and or plan to play Pokemon Champions. Hashtag Pokemon employee." This tweet makes me think that Pokemon Champions will be coming out in March. We'll get a release date on Pokemon Day on Pokemon Presents in February next month, and then I do believe we will be getting a March release date. Now, this is just my personal prediction, but this tweet coming out just a month before, Pokemon Day, it's aligning up in my opinion, and I think we're gonna get a March release date. I did also shoot my shot. I did message Steven, as you can see right down there. Steven, if you're watching, hit your boy up. Another one of the key points that I wanted to talk about in my predictions is what I think the first official Pokemon format will look like. So what I mean by that, so for competitive Pokemon, there's always a official format that is battle set rules for a period of time. Usually I think it's like, maybe 2-3 months. I could be wrong. But currently in Scarlet Violet, I think it's Regulation I, which are 2 double restricted Pokemon on a team. But for Pokemon Champion, I do believe the first official format is going to be ZA Dex and Hyperspace Dex, alongside Mega Evolution. I don't think we're going to be seeing any Incineroars or Rillabooms the first, format, especially if it comes out when I think March. I don't think that's going to happen. But then I think NAIC and Worlds is where we'll start to see some of that restricted Pokemon come into play. So like the Primals, the Big Six, possibly. I don't know. Is Big Six going to come back? Is there going to be a Big Six 2.0? I truly don't know what Champions is going to hold. I don't know what the meta is going to look like. But also, that's actually very perfect that I said that, because another keynote I have on here is Pokemon that might become meta and also Pokemon to look out for. I only have 2 of them so far. I thought about doing a whole video about some of the new megas that could be very dangerous in competitive play, but I'll talk about the 2 right off the bat that I just think are going to do very well, I think. So one Pokemon I think we're going to have to look out for is Mega Raichu X. Now, it's still an electric type. The typing didn't change with its new Mega. We don't know what its ability is going to be, but I do know that in ZA, when you have Mega Raichu X and you use Volt Tackle, after you use Volt Tackle, it gets a stat boost in attack. So I'm not sure what ability it has up its sleeve, but I do think that it's going to be a good one, and I do think Mega Raichu X is going to be seen in some meta teams, at least the first format. And then another Pokemon I do believe is going to see some meta play, again, the first format, maybe, possibly, it could take the whole thing. This Golurk might win Worlds, we don't know, but Golurk is going to be one to watch out for. So Golurk gets a special ability, No Guard, which I wrote down, ensures that all attacks hit without fail. Can we get that out the way? So broken ability, Golurk gets Fissure in ZA, and assuming that it keeps its same move sets from ZA into Champions, Fissure will now become a 100% accurate move. That is very scary, very dangerous. Maybe if there's like a Raichu, maybe if there's like Rayquaza on the field or Raichu. What if Raichu gets Levitate? Does Volt Tackle just always get a +1 attack? I don't think so. I don't think it does. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but I don't think Volt Tackles gives you a +1 attack. I could be wrong. I really don't know much about Volt Tackle. Wasn't it gone and now it's back? I don't know. Anyway, 100% accurate Fisher is now going to be something to look out for. And I think that's very scary, very dangerous. I really would love to see this. I have a Shalfa Golurk and I really want to be able to use it competitively. Now, the next key point is gonna be my last key point. It's more of a shorter video. This is just predictions, so it's not gonna be like a 30-minute video. But I talked about it in stream a few weeks ago, which if you want to follow the stream, I stream on YouTube and Twitch at Juicy Liddy. If you ever want to follow or pop in for a stream, greatly appreciated. I wrote down, I think I'm still confused in the part that this is going to be it's going to be a cross game, so where you can play it on console and mobile. That's really cool. You know, you can play mobile on your phone. You can play it when you're, if you don't have a Switch, that'll be really cool to have. You know, you can just have it on your phone. But I think I'm more confused on the official play of it. So like when you go to a regional, are you going to be playing it on your phone or are you going to be playing on a Switch? And if you're allowed to play on your phone and a Switch, it's going to perform different on a phone versus a Switch. So performance is going to be different. So will I, a person that has a Switch and a phone, but I use my Switch for competitive play, will I, a person that have a Switch, be able to pair into someone that has a phone that plays the game on their phone and vice versa? How will that work? Will you have to have a Nintendo Switch to go to official tours and official like regionals and stuff like that? That's a question I don't know. I'm confused on. I don't know how regionals and worlds and stuff is going to be if we're making it like that. I don't know. I'm sure my answers will get answered as time goes on and we get closer to Champions release and Pokemon Day. But that's really all my predictions that I have as of right now. If I do think of any more predictions before Pokemon Day next month happens, I'll make like a part 2. Maybe not. I might make a TikTok or a YouTube short. So that's all I'm really going to touch on today. I am very excited about Pokemon Champions. I can't wait to start making Pokemon Champions content and more VGC content and dabble into Pokemon that I haven't gotten to play, because Scarlet Violet was the era I started doing VGC. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it's more on the short side. Again, I didn't want to, this is just a predictions video. I didn't want to make it 20, 30, 40 minutes long. I wanted to make it short and sweet, just my predictions and stating them. So make sure to subscribe. Again, make sure to like. I have a personal goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I know personally I can do it. I just need to keep putting in the work, and the work starts with this video. I hope you guys stick around this journey with me, especially with being a competitive player. So I will see you guys in my next video. Hope you guys have a good one. See y'all later, YouTube. See ya.